Kamusta mga kababayan? Welcome to another episode of Pinoy Politics Uncovered. Ako si #WalkWithLan at ngayon pag-uusapan natin ang mainit na balita mula sa Maynila. Si Yorme Isko Moreno muling nakaupo bilang mayor matapos ang landslide victory laban kay Mayora Hani Lacuna at Sam Bersosa. Pero teka it's not just about the win. No? Ito'y tungkol sa panawagan ng pagkakaisa sa gitna ng mainit na politika. Mga kababayan, tapos na po ang eleksyon. Bayan na muna, higit sa lahat. Sabi ni Yorme Sabi ni Yorme Isko Moreno yan. Pero kaya ba talagang pagkaisahin ang nahating lungsod? For my kababayans in the US, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, UK, UAE, Saudi at lahat ng OFWs worldwide, this one's for you. Let's unpack the drama, the data, and the deeper issues behind Manila's 2025 election. Mga kababayan, hit that subscribe button. I-like mo na, i-turn ang notification bell para hindi kayo ma-miss out sa mga susunod nating deep dives. Ready? Let's go! Today, we're diving into Isko Moreno's comeback as Manila's mayor, his call for unity and what it means for the city's future. Pero hindi lang yan magbibigay rin tayo ng satire, takes ng mga controversial na isyung bumalot sa eleksyon. Plus practical policy breakdowns na importante para sa mga Manileños at OFWs na gustong malaman ano ang susunod. We'll also share tips para i-boost ang views Sorry naman, wag po yun. Siyempre, we'll keep it balanced. Titignan natin both sides ng mga issue from Isko's promises to Hani Lacuna's legacy and Sam Bersosa's campaign. Mag-comment ka sa baba sino ang binoto mo at bakit. Let's start a healthy discussion. At para sa mga gustong mag-support, send us a super thanks. Your contributions help us keep this channel alive, lalo na para sa mga kababayan abroad. Bakit mahalaga ang eleksyon na ito, no? Manila is the heart of the Philippines, and its leadership sets the tone for national politics. With Isko's win, 529,507 votes against Lacuna's 190,315 and Versosa's 164,047, nagsalita na ang taong bayan. But the question is, can Isko deliver on his promise of unity or will political wounds linger? Plus, for our OFW viewers in the US, Canada, UAE, and beyond, this election impacts your families back home. Mula sa healthcare hanggang housing. So let's break it down with wit, facts, and a bit of Pinoy humor. Share this video to your friends abroad and let's get this convo global. Ano pa lang yan, Okay, so let's start with the hard data, no? Ayon sa Commission on Elections, si Isko Moreno ay nanalo with a whopping 529,507 votes, 59.02% of the total. Si Hani Lacuna, ang incumbent, got 190,315 votes, 21.19%. Habang si Sam Bersosa, the businessman turned politician, landed third with 164,047 votes. Parang boxing match, knockout ang laban, pero bakit ganito kalaki ang margin? Was it Isko's charisma, his track record from 2019 to 2022, or a rejection of Lacuna's administration? Isko called Lacuna's admin negligent, pointing to unpaid debts na umaabot sa 8.11 billion pesos. Ouch, no? Pero si Lacuna, as the first female mayor of Manila, defended her term, saying her health programs were game changers. Question for you guys, no? Was Isko's win a vote for him or against Lacuna? Drop your thoughts below. Si Yorme Isko from Tondo to City Hall, parang pelikula. After his failed presidential bid in 2022, maraming nagsabi, tapos na ang career ni Isko. Pero heto back with the vengeance, his campaign was all about making Manila great again, no? Focusing on jobs, housing, and healthcare. Mag-flashback muna tayo, no? Nung 2019 to 2022, ito yung term ni Isko Moreno. Okay? Natatandaan nyo pa ba yung ospital ng Maynila, no? At yung mga free housing projects niya, yung mga condominium, pero may mga critics siya, no? Sabi nila, style over substance daw ang dating niya. Ano sa tingin ninyo? Comment, ha? Style ba o substance ang nanalo kay Isko Moreno? Siyempre, hindi natin makakalimutan ang kanyang running mate, si Chi Atienza, na nanalo din as Vice Mayor with 582,510 votes. No, parang love team, bagay na bagay. Their action demokratiko slate also dominated the city council, bagging 23 out of 36 seats. Kaya lang, natalo si Mocha Uson, Paul Alvarez. Talaga naman, di ba? Ang dating magkaibigan, okay, so ang dating magkaibigan ngayon magkalaban. Isko at Hani Lacuna were running mates in 2019. Pero ngayon, para silang characters, no? Okay, para silang characters sa ang probinsyano na nagka-conflict. Isko accused Lacuna's admin of total negligence, lalo na sa health services, no? Sabi niya, si Dr. Arnold Pangan, asawa ni Lacuna, made healthcare access harder for seniors with an online-only system. Parang sinabi ni Isko, kung walang smartphone, walang check-up. Meanwhile, Lacuna hit back saying Isko's pet project, bagong ospital ng Maynila, didn't meet DOH standards. Suntukan na to sa City Hall. Let's be fair. Lacuna's term wasn't all bad. She led Manila through the tail end of the pandemic, and her health program saved lives. Pero Isko's point about deaths and inefficiencies resonated with voters. The question is, was this a fair critic or political mudslinging? I-comment nyo sinong mas convincing sa inyo, Isko o Hani? Si Sam Versosa ng Tutok Tuwin Party List Rep entered the race as an independent, parang David versus Goliath. His campaign focused on grassroots support and social programs, pero third place lang ang nakuha. Still, meron siyang 164,047 votes. Hindi po maliit yan, sikat siya sa masa. Pero bakit hindi siya nanalo? Was it lack of political machinery or did voters just try Isko more? Kung nag-enjoy tayo sa breakdown na ito, hit that like button and share this to your kababayans in the US, Canada, UAE, at Australia. Let's keep the convo going. Mag-comment na rin kayo sinong mas deserving maging mayor. At para sa mga gustong mag-support, send a super thanks para maipagpatuloy natin ang ganitong content. Okay, pagkatapos ng eleksyon, sinabi ni Isko, tapos na ang politika, bayad na muna. Parang linya sa teleserye, di ba? He called Lacuna Ate Hani and offered a hand of reconciliation, saying, pamilya ko siya, touching. Pero teka, is this genuine or is it just a good PR? Isko's camp says he wants to heal Manila's wounds, mga hidwaan sa pamilya, kaibigan at supporters dahil sa mainit na kampanya. Pero let's be real, pag sinabing unity sa politika, parang sinasabing world peace, Sa beauty pageant, maganda pakinggan pero mahirap gawin. Isko's promising to fix debts, improve healthcare, and bring back his 2019-2022 projects. Pero paano niya gagawin ito kung may galit pa rin sa kanya ang kampo ni Lacuna? Parang reunion ng high school, awkward kung may grudges pa. Okay, let's get serious. Isko's agenda includes yung healthcare, simplifying access, firing Lacuna's husband as city health officer, personal. Housing and jobs, reviving his 2019 projects like free housing for informal settlers, infrastructure, fixing Manila's traffic and flood problems. Good luck, Yorme. Pero here's the catch, Manila's debts are a big hurdle. Can Isko balance the budget while delivering these promises? His unity call needs Lacuna's cooperation for a smooth transition. Will she bite? Kung curious kayo sa mga plano ni Isko, subscribe na para sa mga weekly updates natin. Share this sa mga kaibigan nyo sa Italy, Japan, Germany, at Norway. Let's make this global, no? Comment, do you believe in ISCO's unity call? No? For our kababayans in the US, Canada, UAE, Saudi, Australia, and beyond, bakit mahalaga ang Manila election? Simple, your remittances keep Manila's economy alive. No? ISCO's policies on jobs and healthcare directly affect your families back home. A nurse in Dubai sending money for her lawless hospital bills in Manila. If ISCOS improves healthcare access, mas magaan ang buhay ng pamilya nyo. Pero kung mag-fail siya, baka mas lalong maging mahal ang bilihin. Sige, let's zoom out. Okay, political divisions, no, aren't unique to Manila. Look at the US, Biden versus Trump. Anyone? Or Canada's polarized elections too. No? ISCOS unity call is a lesson for all. Can leaders bridge divides post-elections? No? Sa abroad, politicians fight on Twitter. Sa Pinas, sa campaign rallies. Pero same, excuse me po, division hurts progress. ISCO's challenge is to prove a unity isn't just a buzzword. Mag-comment kayo ha. Ano ang mas mahirap? Magkaisa sa Pinas o abroad? So anong natutunan natin ha? Isko Moreno's landslide win shows Manila wants change, but his unity call is the real test. Can he heal the wounds of a divisive campaign? Will he deliver on jobs, healthcare, and housing? Or is this just another chapter in Manila's political teleserye? For our OFWs in the US, Canada, UAE, Australia, and beyond, this election shapes your family's future. Okay, kung na-enjoy nyo itong ilang minuto na ito, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon para sa mas maraming ganitong content. Share this sa mga kababayan nyo sa UK, Hong Kong, Saudi, Japan, at lahat ng sulok ng mundo. Ano ang unang dapat gawin ni Isko sa City Hall? And if you want to support this channel, send a super thanks. Your contributions help us bring Pinoy politics to the global stage. Salamat mga kababayan at magkita-kita ulit tayo next week.